What's up guys, it's Sean here and welcome to the first motivational video that I am putting out. This was supposed to be about not having any doubts or anything like that, but I was on Twitter and I'm going to find this tweet again. And I was just looking on Twitter and I seen someone put a tweet saying, "I hate being fat, but I hate having to blow out cash on gym memberships and equipment." Now, I'm not going to name and shame this person because that's not the kind of person that I am, but it's given me an idea for the first motivational thing that I can do. Okay, and there's millions of people that are always wanting to lose weight. Okay, now I'm no personal trainer, so I'm not going to be able to tell you any exercises you can do or anything like that, but I can at least tell you ways to improve it. Okay, if you want a personal trainer, then go find one. But one thing that I don't get is why people say you need gym memberships to lose weight, or you need gym equipment to lose weight, or you need to eat nothing but salads and protein shakes to lose weight or anything like that. And I mean, it's the biggest load of crap that I've heard. Now, me, I've lost quite a lot of weight. I started working out about December last year, 2012, and I can actually see a difference. Okay, so I mean, what I'm about to tell you, I can tell you is going to work. Okay, because that's what I've stuck to. Right now, one thing I'm just going to point out before I start this is, this might not be for everyone, okay, but for the majority of people this will work. Okay, so we're going to get right into this. I've not even wrote anything down for this. I just seen the tweet and thought, right, let's make a video. So first thing, there's not that many things that you need to know about trying to lose weight. There's 3 things. Okay, 3 things you need to know when you're trying to lose weight. Number 1 is to exercise more. It's common sense. Okay, if you're not going to exercise, then you're not going to lose as much weight. Okay, you can obviously still lose weight without exercising because you can just eat a lot less. But exercising is one of the main things that you can do while you're trying to lose weight. So if you exercise daily, maybe half an hour or something a day, you're going to lose weight. Okay. Now, what I done is, I've got training for basketball every Tuesday and every Thursday, and then I go out and play basketball on Friday. So the days that I don't have basketball, Monday, Wednesday, Saturday and Sunday, I work out, because then the other days are covered by training, and at training we do quite a lot of running, do a lot of cardio and stuff like that, so that's fine. But if you've not got the time or the money to get a gym membership, don't get one. Okay, honestly, in my opinion, it's quite a waste of money. Because if you think about it, the gym that I used to go to, it was about £20 a month for a membership, or about £5 or something every time you went. So obviously, if you're going to go to the gym, then pay monthly, because that's a lot more cheap than paying every time you go. Because if you pay £5 every time you go, you know, 4 times you go, you're already up to the £20. Okay, so that means you go once a week or something every month. But if you're not wanting to get a gym membership, don't. Honestly, if I can lose weight in my tiny room and without a gym membership or any equipment, then so can you. Exercises that I would recommend, if you want to buy weights, use your body weight. Push-ups, sit-ups, pull-ups, things like that. You know, tricep push-ups when you have your hands behind you. Things like that, that's what I do every day I don't have training. As far as like a scheduler that goes, I couldn't help you with that. Basically I just do whatever I feel would work. Usually it's like, I'll go for like 50 push-ups, then I'll rest about 15 seconds, then go and do 50 tricep push-ups, rest 15 seconds, then 50 sit-ups or 50 crunches or whatever you want to do, and then I'll just repeat it. And I would keep going until I was about to die. That's how hard you've got to work. If you're going to work until you're a wee bit tired, you're not going to get anything. Okay, if you're going to gain something, it's going to be, I don't know what you're going to gain, but yeah, you'll lose weight, but it'll be a lot slower. If you push yourself to the extreme limit, then you will see results much quicker. And what I mean by that is, what I like to think of it as, is that when you're working out, you shouldn't stop until you feel like your body's about to just fall to pieces. That's the way I look at it. Okay, so when you get to the point when all you can feel in your body is just pain, that's when you stop. If you just feel a little bit sore, say you're doing push-ups and you feel a little pain in your arm, I keep going. Unless you feel like your arm's about to fall off or about to snap in half, keep going. You're not going to get anything if you don't try. So that's the first thing, which is exercise more. Number 2 is eat less. And when I say eat less, I don't mean go on a diet or starve yourself. Okay, fair enough, you can lose weight by starving, but what's the point in that when you can just eat like a normal person? Okay, so things that I would recommend is just eat. We've known stuff like this since primary. You know, when we done healthy eating in primary and stuff like that. What you done, eat more fruit and vegetables and stuff like that, and leave out the bad things. Okay, that's what we referred it to, you know, fats, sugars, stuff like that. I know there's good fats, but if you don't know what's in your food, don't eat it. Okay, that's another thing I like to think of is, if you're eating something and you don't know what's in it, don't eat it. It's the same if you're not trying to lose weight. If someone handed you a bowl that looked like soup, you didn't know what was in it, would you eat it? You know, if they came over and told you, yeah, that's such and such, then you would probably eat it if you like that stuff. But if you don't know what's in your food, don't eat it. Okay? Another thing, like I said, is eat more fruits. Eat fruit and veg. Obviously you've got your 5 a day and stuff like that, but that's not that easy. So I think you need to learn how to balance that out, so you're getting at least 2 or 3 portions of fruit or veg every day. That's the way I like to think of it. If you can't manage that, then just cut out on the bad stuff. Okay, I'm not saying get rid of it completely, just eat less of it. That's the thing I used to do. Every time I'd be sitting in my room and think, man, quite hungry, I would go downstairs and get a packet of crisps, come back up about an hour later, quite hungry, go downstairs and get a couple of biscuits. Okay, that got me nowhere, so it won't get you anywhere. Now what I do, I feel I'm hungry, go and drink water, go and eat a piece of fruit. Stuff like that, that'll help you. But it's quite hard doing a vlog when you don't actually know what the main things are that you want to be talking about. I probably should have wrote all this stuff down. But yeah, so cut out on the bad things, eat fruits, and I think you should start seeing results pretty quick. I feel like I'm going to sneeze. I am. But yeah, so that's number 2. Eat less food, unless it's fruit. You should be increasing your fruit intake, fruit and veg intake. I'm going to sneeze again. And cut out on the bad things, you know, fats and sugars and stuff like that. I'm not going to go into all this detail about carbs and protein and all that. I'm not a personal trainer, so I don't know. if you want stuff like that, then go find a personal trainer or someone who knows what they're talking about. Third thing is to drink tons of water. You see people saying like drink a bottle of water a day or something. That's not enough. Depending on the size of the bottle, if it's like a gallon or something, then that's okay. If it's that a day, that's not a lot. I would say I go through about 4 of these a day because I just drink tons of water. And then the good thing about water is that your body actually thinks it is food. So whenever you're hungry and you drink water, then you won't be hungry anymore because your body thinks that water is food. So that's a good thing to take note of. So yeah, drink more water, and that should actually, what was I going to say? Yeah, that'll trick your body, make you think that you're actually eating food, and then obviously it won't put on the fat that other foods do. So if you're hungry and you don't know what to eat, then go and drink water. Okay, like I say, I go through 4 bottles like this a day, just because it helps, But yeah, so I would say that's the 3 main things to actually lose weight. In terms of motivation for losing weight, like I said, don't stop until you feel like your body is just about to collapse. If you're just getting tired, say you're trying to go for a 30-minute run, okay, half an hour run. About 15 minutes in, halfway through, you get really tired. You start panting, you start wheezing. Okay, you're getting really tired. Don't stop. Let me tell you something. I went to training on Thursday this week, which was 2 days ago. I went to training, and at the very start, he told us to do 8 laps of the court. You might be thinking, it's not a lot. Some of you might be thinking, that is a lot. In my opinion, yeah, camera cut out. But yeah, in my opinion, it wasn't a lot. That was easy work for me. But yeah, so when we finished the 8 laps, me and the rest of the team. And when I finished, I was still relaxed breathing. I was breathing almost normally. Everyone else in the team was lying on the ground panting, and they just, I don't even know how to describe it, they were dead by the end of it. I was only 8 laps of the court. They still had the rest of the night of training to go. So something you really need to think about is to actually balance out your workout, because if you work really hard at the start, then you're going to start working less at the end. So you've got to kind of balance it out so you're working decent, so you can actually work hard at all the parts of your workout. So for me, like I say, I do the 50 of each, then do it again, and then keep doing it until I'm almost dying. When I do the 50 push-ups, I just like to remember and keep breathing, so that by the end of it I'm not dying for air. Because if you don't breathe properly, like say you do 50 push-ups and you don't even breathe, by the end of it your lungs are just going to explode, because you're not going to be used to. So no, that's not really making any sense. I don't know, like I said, I'm not a personal trainer, but just breathe when you're doing it. What else to talk about? Motivate yourself. Don't go searching on YouTube like motivation for, working out or anything like that. If you want to lose weight, then do it. Don't stop until you have. Okay? Even if you're tired, say you come in from school or work and you're just like, man, I really can't be bothered working out. Do it. Because if you I'm just going to give you another example. Every Tuesday night, this was before I played basketball, every Tuesday night I used to play five-a-side football with my friends, and one time I went for about 7 weeks or something in a row, and then one time I got in from school and I was like, I really can't be bored going out and playing five-a-side. So then I thought, right, okay, I'll take it off this week, take it easy, and then I'll go back next week. So then the next week came, and I just felt pretty much the same. So I was like, right, okay, I'm just going to take a few weeks off here. So I took that week off. The week after, I quit. Because that's the thing. If you get bored when you're doing something, you quit. Okay? If you are studying for exams and you get bored, you quit. If you're trying to work out and you get tired, you quit. Which is why you need to keep focused on your goal so you can actually reach it. Because if you don't focus on your goal, you're not going to make it. So if your goal is to lose weight, to play for a professional basketball team, to become a millionaire, to earn a Ferrari or anything, if you don't focus on your dream or on what you want to be, you're not going to make it there. If you remember back to school, or if you are still in school like me, you'll remember that pretty much everything is given to you on a plate. Okay, in school they say they're trying to prepare you for the outside world. So what they do is they give you all the stuff you need to revise, they give you all the books and stuff like that to help you study, and they teach you everything, and then they say, right, okay, go study. What happens when you get stuck? You go and ask a teacher. You're getting everything fed to you in school. Then you leave school, you go out into the big wide world, and it's not the same. Say you're looking for a job, you get stuck, you can't just go running home and say, oh, I don't know what to do, and then your mum and dad will just give you a job. Maybe some people will. Maybe some people can get hooked up with jobs from their mum and dad. You know? But if you're not going to actually work to achieve something, then there's no point working for it at all. That's one thing I always say to myself every day. Every day you get up, you should think, right, am I going to try hard today? Am I going to try and do well in school? Am I going to try and get a job? Am I going to work out? If the answer is to that no, just go back to your bed, because there's no point in even trying. If you get up before you go to school, and then you think, okay, let's get today over and done with. Let's get it done well. Let's actually try hard in school. Let's actually try hard in whatever I'm doing. No matter what it is you're doing, whether you're trying to prestige on Call of Duty or whether you're trying to become a professional football player or something, you're never going to make it there unless you actually work hard enough to get there. And that's something you've always got to remember. It's the same with anything. Now, another thing is that you need to have common sense in you. You know, if you want to pass your driving test, what do? You complete your theory. You go out and get lessons, try and get better at driving. Okay, you keep calm during the exam. You pass the test. Now what do? You go out and drive. You've got the freedom. Your mum and dad hand you keys for a car for your birthday or something. Your first car, you go out and drive. You don't even care where you're going, you're just driving. So it'd be the same with working out. You shouldn't care where it's going to take you. As long as you're working out, you should be happy. And that's the thing. If you're studying, if you're wanting to pass exams in school, what do? You study. You study hard. You don't just get 10 minutes into study and then say, no, I can't be bored. Put it aside. I'll go and play Xbox for a couple of minutes. Play a few games of Call of Duty or something, or a few games of NBA, whatever. Then that game finishes. You think, my daughter's still there, I could do my homework right now, I could get some studying done, but I don't know, that Xbox is looking tempting to me. So you play another game. Game after that, you say, right, okay, last game, and then I'm going to go back into studying. You finish that game, you say the exact same thing. You say the exact same thing up until 10 o'clock at night, and you say, I don't want to do. Nah, I've got to go for a shower. So you go for a shower, you get out, and then you go and watch a DVD or something. Or go back to the Xbox. Or you watch a game of football, or you watch a game of basketball. You then realise it's midnight, and you're thinking, I had that homework to do. And then the next day, you go into school, you get in trouble for it. What did you get in trouble for? Not trying. It's the same with working out. If you're not going to try, there's no point in doing it. What you should do with homework, with studying, with working out, is put in the maximum effort and you'll get it done quicker. If you put in the maximum effort to start with, then it's going to come out in the long run. If you're not going to put the effort in, then there's no point in doing it. Okay? That's why every day our teachers say to me, other people in the school, you know, do you actually want to pass your exams? If you don't, you know where the door is. If you're only in school because you don't have a job, then what's the point in you being there? If you don't have a job, why are you in school? Why are you not out looking for a job? If you're wanting to lose weight, why are you sitting playing Xbox? Why are you watching DVDs? Why are you playing games? I don't even know. Why are you on your phone? Why are you just sitting listening to music? I'm not saying all these things are bad, but if you're wanting to lose weight, then put those things aside. There's time for all of that later. You know, they say a third of your life's taken up by sleeping. That's quite a lot. If you think that sounds like a lot, another third of your life's taken up by school and work. That's 2/3 of your life already gone. You've got 1/3 of free time. What are you going to do in that free time? If you're wanting to lose weight, then you should spend half of it working out. I'm not saying you should work out all of your life, because if you do, you'll probably end up killing yourself. I'm kidding, but I'm not saying force yourself to work out every day. If you're wanting to lose weight really fast, then why aren't you working out? If you're wanting to lose weight right now, why are you watching this video? Why are you not out running? Why are you not in your room doing push-ups or sit-ups? Why are you on YouTube when you could be going out working out? There's just things that you really need to think about if you're actually going to make it to your goal. And let me tell you something. For the past about 4 years, I've always come up with new resolutions. I've had the same one come up every year. Lose weight. Try and lose weight. Try and lose weight. Out of those 5 years, this year is the one that I'm actually trying. Last year, at the end of 2013, I was like, right, okay, I'm going to lose weight. I'm going to start working out. What happened? In January, I really pushed myself. I pushed myself so hard that when I got to February, I didn't want to carry on. That's another thing you've got to understand. If you just push yourself at the very start, you're going to give up by the end. Because you're just going to get bored of doing the same thing over and over and over. You know, it's like people go to the gym every day. You know, every day for like 5 hours or something. And then what they don't realise is that if they just keep going to the gym every day for 5 hours every single day of the week, they're going to get bored of it within a month or 2 months, maybe 3 months. Maybe you'll get the odd 1 or 2 who don't care, they just keep going. Those are the kind of people I respect. The ones who don't give up. Because I can remember I gave up on everything. You know, I got offered to... No, actually, I went to join a football team. I went for 1 training session, thought it was boring, so I quit. 1 training session was all it took for me to quit that team. I've played for my basketball team for about 4 or 5 weeks, and I'm still going strong. I'm still determined to play for the team. I've always wanted to play for a basketball team, which is why I'm playing for it right now. First time I got mentioned that, I was at my grand's house, and my sister was talking about her new friend, which was the coach for the team, and she said that she was telling him about me, saying that I like basketball and stuff like that, and then he said, well, you know, get him to come along to the team's training, you know, see what he thinks. So the first time my sister told me, I was like, I don't know, because it was an under 16s team. I'm 16 and it's an under 16s team, so I thought, nah, I don't know, because I mean everyone's there might be, you know, everyone there will be young and tiny, you know, and I'll probably end up being the tallest person there. I'm 5'10", by the way, but I'll probably end up being the tallest person there. But then it hit me and I was like, wait, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity that I'm getting right here. Someone's just offered me to go and join a basketball team. Why am I not jumping on that opportunity right now? Why am I sitting back trying to let other people run my life? That's something you've got to understand. Is that you're like school, you're not going to get everything handed to you. You need to work for it. And if you're not determined to work for it, you're not going to make it anywhere. People have said in the past that they're not afraid of failure, which is why they succeed. You know? I'm not afraid of failure, that's why I succeed. Like Michael Jordan always says, he's failed over and over and over and over again in his life. That's why he succeeds. You want to know how he's failed? I didn't sneeze. Yes, I did. How he's failed is that he's been trusted to take thousands of shots, and he's missed loads of them. Okay. He's constantly failed in his career. Did that stop him? No. Michael Jordan retired 3 times in his NBA career. 3 times. Normally you'd retire once and that's it. He retired his first time. Everyone thought, right, okay, that's him left. That's the legend left. What are we going to do now? We've got to find a new Michael Jordan. A while later, he came back. Played for a few years, then retired again. Went and played baseball. Went and played baseball, came back again. Retired 3 times. When he came back, that's pretty much when the legend of Michael Jordan was born. You know, that's when he had his high flying dunks. That's when he had his legendary games. You know, but how did he get there? Because he didn't get it hand fed to him. If you're expecting to get everything hand fed to you, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get life run for you. And if you do let other people run your life for you, it's not going to be your life anymore. It's just going to be a game for other people. That's why people always say, don't let haters run your life. Don't let people like that run your life. Because if you let them run your life, it's not your life anymore. So what's the point in having it? What's the point in your life if it's not actually your life? Something you've got to understand. And if you really want to make it to that next level, you're going to need to work for it. Think of how Lionel Messi, think of how where he is now. Think of how he is where he is now. You know, making millions a year just for playing a hobby that he's always loved. Same with Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Cristiano Ronaldo, you know, Tiger Woods. You know, there's people who have done things as a kid, as a sport. They've just had a passion for it. And then they've just made their dream become a reality. You know? Like, people who have always wanted to become professional football players. No one that I know anyway, no professional footballers that I know used to like basketball in their childhood. Used to play basketball all the time in their childhood. That was a basketball player. A football player, a rugby player, a snooker player. All of these people, their jobs started from hobbies. And it's pretty insane to think they are where they are now, just because they never let other people run their life. You just really need to think outside the box and tell yourself that it's your life and no one else is going to run it. If you're wanting to lose weight, don't expect other people to work out for you. You're going to need to get up off your lazy ass, go out and do something. Now, I don't know how many people know Eric Thomas. If you don't know who Eric Thomas is, then he's probably one of the most motivational people in this whole world. And he came up with the famous saying, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful. He came up with that video. If you go on YouTube right now and search that, how bad do you want it? Okay, you watch that video, that's only half of the speech that he gave. There's a full 15-minute long speech that he gives about people trying to make it to the next level. And you've got to realise that if you don't want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, you're not going to be successful. If you want to be successful as bad as you want to breathe, then why are you not out proving it? If you want to lose weight, get out and work out. If you want to become a professional basketball player, get out and train. If you want to become a millionaire, go and get a job. If you want to become anything, go out and do it within reason. If you want, if you want to become the next Bill Gates, then why don't you get out your little notebook and start planning? Because you're not going to make it if you're not willing to put in the effort. And that's something you've got to realise. If you're not willing to put in the effort, then don't even start trying. Like I said, if you're going to work out, don't push yourself too hard in the first few days. Take it easy, then gradually build it up. Because if you're like, right, let's work out, let's go, 100 push-ups. You get to 20 and you're dead. You get back up and you think, I'm not going to be able to do that again. Then the next day you're sore because you tried too hard. The day after you're still sore, but you still try and work out. You think, right, okay, I'm going to try and beat the 20, let's go for 30. And then by the end of the week you've given up because you're pushing yourself too hard. Things that I think are good when you're trying to lose weight is go up a level every time you do it. What I mean by that is, if you're doing a challenge yourself, say you're doing push-ups, you manage to do 30, okay, and then you feel quite sore after it and you're really tired and you're agonising. Then you think, right, note that down. You put it on a bit of paper, stick it to the wall or something. Okay, so you've got 30 as your record of push-ups. Then the next time you go and work out, say it's the next day, a few days after, the next week, the next month, whatever, you do it again. You don't time yourself, you just keep doing the push-ups until you stop. Okay, you keep doing that, say you get 50 the next time, you've increased your push-up rate by 20. You've got an extra 20 push-ups just because you push yourself to that next level. What does that gain you? What does that give you? That makes you build muscle, makes you lose weight. Say you go for sit-ups or crunches, you can do 50. Okay, the next time you can only do 20. You're breaking down, so what do? You go and train. The next time you come back after the training, you can do 100. That's proof that you're working. That's proof that you're actually putting in the effort. If you get the same amount of press ups every single time you do it, you're not getting anywhere. You need to push yourself until you get to the next level. And like I said, if you're not wanting to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, you're not going to be successful. And I'm telling you that as an honest truth. Because I know, like I said, I've quit hundreds of times in the past. You know, the football team, the five-a-side football, the working out. I can remember when I was about 13, I pushed myself. I was going to go and buy weights, I was going to buy, you know, dumbbells, I was going to buy the crunch things, the hand grips, you know, and I was going to buy pull-up bars and stuff like that. I was going to go out and spend hundreds of pounds on equipment that I didn't even need. And you know, looking back on it now, I'm glad that my mum stopped me. You know, because I was like, right, okay, let's go. I said to my mum, come on, let's go to the shop, I'm going to get all this stuff. I had wrote down a list of all the things I wanted. You know, there was things like weights, hand grips, pull-up bars, the push-up clamps and stuff like that. And then my mum said, Sean, you don't need this stuff. And I said, well, what am I supposed to do weights with? She said, find something that's heavy and lift it. I said, right, okay, what can I do the hand grips with? She says, you don't need to. Squeezing your hands together like that isn't going to make you lose weight. Given it might build up muscle in your forearms, but you can just grip anything. Grip a soft ball and just constantly doing it. And then I said, right, okay, push-up bars, what can I do with that? Use your hands. If it hurts your wrists, man up. And unless it snaps your wrists, you should keep going. And that's honestly the truth. And then I said to my mum, right, okay, you've got a fair reason for all of that. What about pull-up bars? What if I want to get a pull-up bar? She says, get the hell outside and find a tree branch. And I thought, you know, that's pretty insane. My mum just came up with all these different things, all on the spot. The reason why? Because she didn't have these things when she was young. If she wanted to lose weight, she had to push herself doing anything without the help of equipment. And that's something you've got to understand. Just because the equipment's out there doesn't mean that you have to use it. Just because the gym's there doesn't mean you have to use it. Just because there's steroids there doesn't mean you have to use them. If you're going to use steroids, just give up. You know, it's the same with that, like the tummy pump or whatever the hell it is. You get a hoover shoved inside your guts or something and then it just takes all the fat out. If you're going to do that, why? You're not getting any sense of achievement out of that. Fair enough if say you're going to Spain or something in a few weeks, then you're thinking, right, okay, need to get that perfect beach body, let's go and get it. Well, I don't even know what it's called. Let's go and get that vacuum, let's go and get that Dyson Hoover shoved inside me. So he goes and then gets back, he's got quite a reasonable body, you know, he's like, right, okay, I'm feeling good, let's go on holiday. You know, the girls see him at the beach, they think, right, he's got quite a good body, let's test him. How many crunches can you do? I don't know if this is a real stat, but let's just say they say everyone that has 6 packs can do 100 crunches in a minute. I don't know if that's true, I just made it up. But let's just say if they do that, he thinks, okay, let's go. Manages 30. You know, at least if you actually work to get that 6 pack or that perfect beach body, then you know you can actually do something with it. It's the same with steroids. If you take steroids just to make your arms look bigger, what's the point in that when you can build natural muscle? It's not that hard, you know. If you think, right, okay, I could either spend £50 on a weight set, or I could go and spend hundreds of pounds getting the fat sucked out of my body. I don't know if that's how much it costs, I'm just saying. What one are you going to go for? You're going to go for the £50 weights? Why? Why not spend nothing and work out naturally? The only people who I think should actually use weights are no one. No one needs to use weights. Bodybuilders, they don't really need to use weights. You know, there's things out there that they can use, that they don't need to use weights. Fair enough, you see some people lifting things like car tyres up and stuff like that. That's fair enough. You know, you don't need to go out and spend hundreds of pounds on weights. All you need to do is just use common sense. Go out and find something. You want to do pull-ups, instead of spending £15 on a pull-up bar, go out and find a tree trunk. You can do pull-ups on a tree trunk, it's the exact same thing. It's not like when you go there the next day the thing's going to be away. It's not going to get cut down just because you're holding on to it. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. When I was a kid, I was a lot more adventurous than what I used to be. I mean, when I was about 10, I was out with my friends climbing trees, climbing fences. You know, we didn't even care where we were just climbing. The only thing that actually kept me going when I was climbing is wanting to know what was on the other side of that fence. You know, me and my friend would be standing there, there'd be this massive 10-foot tall fence, we would be like, right, I want to go and see what's on the other side of this. So we would work together, you know, we would work together, get to the top of this fence and see what was over the top of it. Maybe we would be lucky, and there would be something there that was actually worthwhile. Maybe we went. Maybe we looked over, there was a bush. You know? But that's the thing. If you already knew what was the outcome of what you're going to do, you wouldn't do it. If you knew that, if you could see into the future, right, and you were going to lose weight, you seen into the future and seen that you're only going to lose a tiny bit of weight, what are you going to do? Fair enough, you might work harder. Fair enough, you might think, right, okay, that's not an awful lot, let's lose more.
He said, when you want to succeed as bad as you want to breathe, then you'll be successful.